Question.
It's a little off topic, but I was just wondering what the topics of our next classes are gonna be.
What do you want them to be?
No, I don't have something to say.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. I just want to know what's the.
Okay.
Are we doing something specific, or are we just coming and having a conversation?
We're finishing with his Bodhidas. This is the first part of his Bodhidas. It's understanding that, the winning position is to be in a place where everything in my life is working. Sometimes people's jobs are really, really successful, but they're really lacking in their relationships. And sometimes people have amazing relationships, but they don't know how to get their professional life together at all. Sometimes people are really good with their kids, but, with themselves, they're totally not. Okay, so our happiness comes from, and this is part one of his bodhidas, our happiness comes from understanding that when in our life, all the areas that we need bread and butter. We need it like bread and butter. We need a loving relationship with a man. We need amazing relationship with our children. We need a good job. We need good health. We need good friendships. We need these things like food. It's not like an option, do I need friends? Do I need to get married? Do I need to have children? A person needs these things in their life, right? The average person needs these things in their life. All these things at play, at work at the same time. Good job, a home, a car. It's called the basics, right? But oftentimes what happens is that you have it really going well in certain areas of your life. You're stronger in certain areas of your life, but in other areas of your life, it's lacking, right? So understanding that, so what you're telling me, Devorah, is like this. I have to be perfect in all the areas of my life, and that's how I'll be happy? So the answer is yes. Not perfect. We need fulfillment in all the areas of our life to be happy, yes. So how do we do that? Because that's one heck of a feat. One heck of a feat to get all the areas of our life in check so we could feel good, really good. And the answer to that is his bodhidas. His bodhidas, and we started talking about it a little bit last week. His bodhidas, if I would tell you, all of Breakthrough, all the tools that we learned in Breakthrough, versus his bodhidas is the number one. It takes the king, it takes the pie. It is like the queen bee. His bodhidas is the queen bee. And they tell us, the Baal Shem Tov tells us, Rabbi Nachman of course talks about it, the Rambam talks about it, and many sources talk about this concept of talking to Hashem at the same time, in the same place, every single day for a certain amount of time. For the same amount of time. The idea is Rabbi Nachman and the Baal Shem Tov, Rabbi Nachman and the Rambam say 1 hour, the Baal Shem Tov says 2 hours a day, but Rav Arush explains how if you're even in it for 20 minutes, a half hour every single day, the kind of shift that will make in your life, in terms of voltage, his bodhidas takes the pie. It wins. His bodhidas is something that when a person literally puts themselves in this kind of work, in this kind of self-actualization, in this kind of work, everyday work, it's like investing in your child a half hour every single day. Sitting with your child, without any exceptions, and taking this time every single day, and your child knows every day at 5:30 I'm sitting with my mother, and we have either a conversation, or we learn together, or read together, or we color together, or we do some art together, or whatever we do together. Every single day. What that does for their relationship, what that half hour investment does for the relationship, no amount of holidays, no amount of vacations, no amount of restaurants, no amount of spending money, no amount of presents can come close, near, this close to that kind of investment of a half hour every single day. Of Arush has 20 minutes. When you take yourself somewhere, take yourself on a date, go. Every single day. For 20 minutes, you are alone with yourself, without your phones, without your friends, without any noise around you, just yourself. Self-discipline, discipline. Every single day, you take yourself for this half-hour talk with yourself, with God. You sit there and you just talk about everything, like He is your BFF. I'm thinking about this, I'm going through this, I don't understand why she said this to me, I don't get why this is happening. I love this. This was like an amazing present that you gave me. Thank you so much. It was awesome. You sit there and just say what comes to mind, and if nothing comes to mind, you just keep sitting there. The idea is to just sit. That's the idea. To sit there. And if something comes to mind and you can talk to him, talk to him. The idea is you have to understand the level of therapy that does for the soul, for the mind, for the body. Is if you literally, I'm waiting for the person that's going to take this concept of Hisbodedus and turn it into a money making something, because the koach you get from it is insane. What?
How do you do it?
Why don't I do what?
Take the
Not there.
make money on it.
Not there yet. I don't have the idea. It has to be an idea. It has to be an idea of how to get people to do Hisbodedus, because the what you get back from doing Hisbodedus, you don't get back from anything else in the world. Taking yourself every single day somewhere quiet at the same time and same place, and then just sitting there and doing this work and just talking out loud and saying what's on your mind, saying what's going on in your life, thinking for what's happening in your life, whatever. Just being there consistently, showing up for yourself consistently. You want self-esteem? You want therapy? It's high therapy. And you know what? You won't feel the benefits immediately. The benefits don't come immediately, but they come. And when they come, boy, does life look different all of a sudden. All of a sudden, the view of your life is a different view. You have a different view. You wake up to the same view every day, same view every day, same view every day. All of a sudden, after a tkufa, not long, a few days of Hisbodedus, the view starts to change in your life. Your perception, your clarity, things start to change, really. Your strength, your level of energy. The Torah talks about it, and it says that if you take anything from anything, Hisbodedus is your number one go-to. It's your number one go-to. Because otherwise we can't get everything good in our life. We can't get everything good in our life. We can't get it all right in all areas of our life, so we'll never be happy. We'll never be happy. I'm saying if I don't have friendships, and if I don't have a good marriage, and if I don't have a whole roof over my head, and if I don't have the basics, I can't be a happy person. Because I need fulfillment in all those areas. So it's all up to me? No, it's not all up to you. Hashem says, put this into your schedule on a daily basis, and I promise you, you will see how much things are working for you in every single area of your life. It is the blessing of all blessings. Then when a person does Hisbodedus, what happens is that they connect to this higher level of emunah that is hovering over their head, and this higher level of emunah, it's a clarity that they connect to, that they click to. All of a sudden they see things, they have a lot of aha moments, lots and lots of aha moments in their day. Oh wow, this, oh wow, that, okay, I'm going to do that, yeah. Oh, about this, about myself. All of a sudden you look forward to Hisbodedus. All of a sudden you look forward to that time with yourself. All of a sudden you can't wait for that time. All of a sudden it goes from a half hour to 40 minutes to an hour. All of a sudden it's so therapeutic for you. You walk in at one person, you walk out a whole different person. There's nothing to say about rituals. Rituals are extremely effective. People that just live haphazardly, the results are haphazard. People that live with intent and intention, the results are, they pour in. So let's live intentionally and not haphazardly. Let's take ourselves as our number one project in life and invest in ourselves the time, the love, the energy, the focus, the good food, the healthy experiences, even if they're hard, especially if they're hard. And if they're hard, you know you're on the right track. Hard equals stronger. Easy equals weaker. You can get into dopamine. You can get your little dopamine rushes. But remember that there's a price to pay for the amount of dopamine that you get. And the price is only you pay the price at the end. Remember the child with the candy bar on the screen versus the one-on-one, I see you, I'm connecting with you. I'm developing kesher with you. It takes longer. It's more tedious. It's more annoying. It requires more attention from me. But I'm building long term. I'm building myself. I'm building muscle, emotional, character muscle. And only from that muscle that I'm building in myself am I going to see that, according to the level of muscle that you build in yourself, that you push yourself to do what's good, to do what's right, to do what's healthy for you, even if it's hard in the moment. That you put your phone away and you go to sleep, even if it's hard in the moment. That you do the things that are healthy for you, even if it's not enjoyable in the moment, and it doesn't taste good, feel good, and it's not wow, like it would be to eat that or go there and be with that person. It's not. Or wake up late or whatever. It's not. But knowing that the more you invest in yourself, according to the level of that you do, that's the exact same level of results that you're going to see in your life. Good results that you're going to see in your life. To the extent that you invest is the extent that you reap. Period. Hazorim bedim'ah, the ones that invest, the ones that plant, the ones that put in the effort and the work with tears. Hazorim bedim'ah. What does tears mean? Tears mean it's not enjoyable. It's not as enjoyable as lying down in my bed right now and watching Netflix and eating whatever and just like chilling. It's not enjoyable. Hazorim bedim'ah, the ones that invest the energy with effort. It's not easy. It doesn't come. It's not second nature. I don't want to do it. It's not. But I pull myself out of bed and I make it to class and I say my shacharis and I eat my healthy breakfast and I do what's good for me and I do and I train myself and I tell myself the whole time, I'm doing this to you because I love you. I'm doing this for you because I love you. Just like a mother would tell her child, I'm taking you to the dentist because I love you. I know it hurts right now, but I love you. I'm saving your teeth. I'm feeding this to you because I love you. If I wouldn't love you, I would tell you I would let you eat whatever the heck you want. Go knock yourself out. Bonbons, Cheetos all day, whatever you want. But that's not love. That's the opposite of love. In the moment it feels good, but it's the opposite of love. The message I'm sending to myself every single time I choose dopamine over what I love, what I need is, I don't really, really love you. Sometimes we can have treats, but life can't turn into the most of the time treats. And sometimes I am good to myself. Sometimes I have an apple. Sometimes I go on a walk. Sometimes I go to sleep early. Sometimes I show up in class. Sometimes I work on my middos. No. It has to be the other way around. It's sometimes I chill out. Sometimes I watch Netflix. Sometimes I'm on Facebook for a bunch of hours or on Instagram. Sometimes I check out and I miss responsibilities. Sometimes. Not a lot of times. Sometimes. The formula has to be different. And then what will happen is that I will grow and I will sprout. And that's how it goes. Even if it doesn't feel like it. That's how it goes. It's the opposite of what it feels like. Hazorim b'di'ima, with tears. Berina iktoru. With happiness. That's where my happiness will come from. You wanna reap happiness? With yourself. And in a kind way. And in a loving way. You tell yourself, this is me loving you. This is love. Not that love. Oh, you don't love me. My kids always tell me, you don't love me. You're not buying us a phone. First of all, you're 9 and 11. You're not getting a phone. And second of all, why does that mean that I don't love you? If anything, it should mean that I do love you. Oh, you don't know what that is. You don't know what I'm talking about. They think that the kids, I see from a parent's point of view, the kids that they're jealous of the most, and that they wish they had their lives the most, are the kids that the parents are always at work, and they have a lot of money, and they have big homes, and they have lots of things, and the parents buy them whatever they want, and they take them on lavish vacations. But these parents, because I know from close up, these parents have zero attention span for their kids. It's sure. The kids want a relationship. You see the kids Mommy, can you read me a book later? Mommy, can you... What? No. What? And my kids don't see it from that. I know that these kids are looking at my kids and seeing how I am with them, and they're coming to me. Those kids are coming to me. They don't care about their screens, and they don't care about their junk food, and they don't care about their vacations. I'm giving them attention. I look them in the eye. I ask them how they like school. I ask them who their friends are. As all of a sudden, someone sees them. My kids think that, what they have is and what those kids have are they don't know. Hopefully one day they will. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.